Imagine a man who started with nothing in Brooklyn and ended up holding the keys to the most powerful circles in the world. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't just a wealthy financier, he was a collector of people. Born into a working-class family, he was a genuine math prodigy. Even without a college degree, he talked his way into a teaching job at the elite Dalton School. From there, he made a leap to Wall Street, eventually becoming a partner at Bear Stearns. It was a meteoric rise fueled by intelligence and, as many suspect, a very specific kind of charisma. By the time he hit his stride, Epstein's lifestyle was nothing short of cinematic. He didn't just have a house, he had a $77 million Manhattan townhouse. He didn't just have a vacation spot, he owned a 7,500-acre ranch in New Mexico and the infamous Epstein Island, Little St. James in the U.S. Virgin Islands. To get between these fortresses, he used a private Boeing 727, a plane that would later be chillingly nicknamed the Lolita Express. This wasn't just wealth, it was a private empire designed for total seclusion and control. What made Epstein truly unique, however, was his collection. He surrounded himself with the most influential figures on the planet.
We're talking former presidents like Bill Clinton and Donald Trump, tech titans like Bill Gates and Elon Musk, and even British royalty like Prince Andrew. He wasn't just a donor, he was a fixer, a confidant, and a host. He positioned himself at the center of a web where power, money, and secrets intersected. However, the law eventually caught up. Sort of. In 2008, after his first arrest for sex crimes in Florida, the world saw what many called the sweetheart deal. Despite the severity of the allegations, Epstein received an incredibly lenient 18-month sentence. But here's the kicker. He was granted work release. For 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, he wasn't in a cell. He was sitting in his own office, running his business as if nothing had changed. It was a slap in the wrist that left the public wondering who exactly was protecting him. The House of Cards finally collapsed in July 2019. The FBI raided his Manhattan mansion and found a literal mountain of evidence, thousands of lurid images and hard drives. But the most disturbing discovery was that the house was reportedly wired with hidden cameras. This fueled the theory that Epstein wasn't just a predator, he was a blackmailer. The idea was simple. Record powerful guests in compromising positions to ensure they would always be friends of Jeffrey. He didn't do this alone. At the center of his operation was Ghislaine Maxwell. She acted as his PR department, the social bridge that connected a Brooklyn-born math nerd to the global elite. Maxwell was more than a partner. She was the conduit, eventually convicted for her role in recruiting and trafficking victims. She provided the respectable face that allowed the operation to run for decades in plain sight. This leads us to the darkest theories. Many believe Epstein was an intelligence asset, possibly for Mossad, running a honey trap operation to ensnare world leaders. While no concrete proof has been made public, the sophistication of his operation and the high-profile nature of his clients make it a theory that refuses to die. Was he a financier, or was he a tool for international leverage? Finally, we come to August 2019. While awaiting trial in a high-security jail cell, Jeffrey Epstein died. The official report said suicide, but the circumstances were almost too convenient to believe. The cameras in the hall malfunctioned. The guards somehow fell asleep at the exact same time. It was a perfect storm of accidents that silenced the man who knew too many secrets. Even today, the phrase "Epstein didn't kill himself" remains a cultural touchstone for a public that simply doesn't trust the official story.